We just witnessed the largest crypto crash in the history of crypto. Close to $20 billion got liquidated in minutes. Just like that, I saw it live, how billions were evaporated, coins going down like 50, 60, 70, in some cases even more than 90% on the exchanges. Absolutely madness over there. I'm gonna show you what was the reason of this crash. It was not normal. It was definitely manipulated. It has to do with Trump, insiders, and China, tariffs, and all of that things we already heard before, back in February, back in April. I mean, this, you cannot just make this stuff up. Close to $20 billion got liquidated. Absolutely insanity. Let's dive right in and see what actually happened. What do we do from here? Are we still in a bullish trend? Believe it or not, we are for Bitcoin. So all of that in today's show. Buckle up. I feel you. If you lost money during the last several hours in the trading and the markets, you're not alone. We'll literally see people losing $5 million, $10 million, $20 million. Absolutely madness. Let's dive right in. So we're seeing that Bitcoin, in a very, very violent move to the downside, started the day with $121,000 and went all the way to $102,000. How did it happen? You can see the cascading effect, and especially this hour when Bitcoin nuked from $113,000 to $102,000. We see Ethereum absolutely went down from $4,400, and it all went down in a series of like 45 minutes, actually less than that, to $3,300. But that was not the worst part. The altcoins absolutely bled and lost a lot of value in a flash crash that will go into the history books. So what the heck just happened? And what do we do with this information? What do we go from here? So you understand, Donald Trump just triggered the biggest crypto crash, and it was all pre-planned. So he posted earlier on Truth Social, he posted, it was basically 2 days ago, he posted about this China, that China becomes big, strange things happen in China, export controls, and which has to do with rare minerals, and he was threatening basically that he's not going to meet the presidency of China in 2 weeks, and that he is going to roll up his sleeves and put something that he has not done before, that he has also that can threaten China, right? So basically reacting as a president of US. So I will be forced as president of US to financially counter the move. So he's threatened with this. There was just not chosen to use them. There was never reason me to do so until now. But that was not the worst. After that tweet, basically the market tanked, but not as bad. Then came later the bomb that US, effective November 1st, will impose large-scale export controls on virtually every product that Chinese make. Essentially, they will impose a tariff of 100% on China over and above any tariff that are currently paying. So, in retrospect, like it was not something that is eye-shattering, that will cause the altcoins to drop 50, 60, 70, 80%. I'm going to show you the cases. It was not normal. I mean, the talks about China and tariffs is not new. We talked about it in February, March, April. So what the heck happened? Well, the market overreacted to this. The stock market plunged by about 3%, the S&P 500, and the risk on assets like Bitcoin, crypto, and all of those assets nuked. And there was some failure with market making, because some coins like Atom actually fell to close to zero. I'm going to show it to you. It is insane. So the even more strange thing is during this day, a new account was opened on Hyperliquid, which is a perpetual decentralized exchange, perpetual trading desk. A brand new account got opened and was deposited there huge amount of money, like $750 million of shorts got open on Bitcoin and on Ethereum. Like literally 30 minutes before the Trump tweeted about the tariffs, boom, he added up on his shorts. And as a result, he was able to make close to $200 million in profits this whale. While the S&P 500 dropped like a bomb, Bitcoin plunged, altcoins entered free fall, most dropping 70 to 90% within minutes. There was no liquidity, it was swiping all the liquidity. And look at this, almost $20 billion in liquidations in the last 24 hours. This is the largest liquidation event in history. 1.6 million traders were liquidated. If you compare it to the FTX crash, is 1.6 billion, COVID crash 1.2 billion. Yes, the market is bigger today, but still, it is insane. We see a drop more than $20,000 in Bitcoin on a day. We see altcoins dropping 80 to 90%. I'm talking about the top altcoins. This is not normal. This is not normal. And it's definitely a manipulation here. This family close to Trump that opened this short and profited $200 million on the back of everyone else, they definitely knew that it's coming. This tweet is coming. It's an insider job. It is a manipulation. I mean, take a look at these coins. This is total crypto market cap in one day dropped by 870 billion. If you look at the total two, which is excluding Bitcoin, well, it dropped $470 billion, retesting back this support, this trend line support over there. And if you exclude Bitcoin and Ethereum, it was even worse, minus 32%. But some of the coins, actually, like Sui, it went down by 80%. How is it possible? Sui is one of the top coins, and it's just dropped in 5 minutes from $3.5 to $0.5. Something was broken there with the market maker. There was not being able to hold. Maybe the market maker got broke. I don't know. But this is not normal. This is absolutely not normal. This is absolutely crazy what just happened. And Sui is not the only one. Look at Ton. Ton minus 76%. Crash that is deleverage basically everyone. You can see Aptos down 83%. Ripple down 55%. I mean, even one stable coin that is tied to the price oracle, USDE, got depegged from $1, went to 65 cents. People couldn't buy the dip, exchanges stopped working, wallets glitching, Binance Coinbase freezing, and one coin, I mean, take a look at this. You cannot make this shit up. Atom went down to 0.001, down 99.99%, basically from $3.8 to zero. And Cosmos is one of those big ecosystem coins. I mean, look at this. Look at this. You cannot make this shit up. How in the world it is possible? Something got broke there. Something got broke there. Some market maker got liquid. I don't know. But it is not normal. So what do we do from here? I mean, we see a cascades of liquidations happening. Here is one guy posting $700,000 in liquidation. Another one $5.3 million. On Hyperliquid, 1,000 traders that are down 100,000 plus today, and some traders are minus 19 million, 20 million, down to like nothing, like down to like zero, the PNL. You can see all downside liquidity wiped. There's no liquidity left. The longs got liquidated. Every long got liquidated, even those that won 2x. Well, I was also long in the market, and I was not liquidated. I was one of the lucky ones that actually got not liquidated. It is insane. My liquidation point was on Ethereum at $3,184. So I was watching this and I was like, man, damn it. Like Ethereum, it will be going to this level so quickly. $3,184 will be crazy. I would get what liquidated, but I was not liquidated. I'm still in my trade. I have not closed my trade. I'm still in it. Anyhow, the market got liquidated for the most part. You understand why? This cannot be the catalyst of the end of the bull market. I mean, tariffs news is not something new, and the market completely overreacted here. There is still like 20 days for them to negotiate. It will not surprise to me that a week later they're gonna say, oh, a deal is reached with China, very good, thank you very much, there is no tariffs, blah blah blah. Like, this is the old negotiation tactics in the Donald Trump book, that he is gonna drop the bomb and then he's gonna use it and then make something great. And it happened on Friday freaking night when the markets are closed, except crypto. Crypto is 24/7. So at the end of the day, if you look at Bitcoin, on a daily chart, we have actually preserved this uptrend, right? The market structure has remained intact. If you look at the close of the day, you can see that from 22nd of April, all this bullishness that we retested 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, and now we close the day above this. So if this line is gonna hold, if we are not gonna bleed like this, well, then it's very bullish actually. And all of this money that stepped in can push the price higher. Now we might see a couple weeks of choppiness, and then towards the end of October going up. I mean, we are in October. It is ruining the October, but it's not over yet. It looks bad on the day. It looks not so nice on the week. It looks on a monthly okay. It is okay. We can still have time until the end of October to go up and continue going up. So we just need to settle again this situation with Donald Trump and China. Some of the coins to buy: Run Your Lunar posted SUI $2.7, ENA 43 cents, Hive $38, Pump 004, GTO $0.08. What is the price of SUI right now? Well, 2.77. 2.77. Wow. Look at this month. This is crazy manipulation to deleverage the longs and make the short, make this well short, make a lot of money. Amid this tariff-driven panic, Tom Lee from Fundstrat and his BMNR, they're by the way down $1.9 billion in floating loss right now. He says today is a golden buying opportunity. He's calling for stocks to surge 60 points in just a week. Everything can happen. So I know how it feels because I lost more than around $6 million at one day. I know how it feels to lose $6 million in one day. It happened to me, just like in a cascade of liquidations, but I had a huge fucking position on the longs that I got wiped out. So it reminds me of that, because I don't remember, like, even during that time that altcoins went down by 60, 70, 80%. Atom went down by what? To zero? Somebody that bought Atom at 0.001 made 284,000% profits in minutes? How is it possible? It is insane. That was the whale with $750 million in short position. Insanity. Closing up these trades in massive profits. There is one 104 million, 188 million, $192 million in profits. That's what happens. Every top 10 altcoins are down 50% in 1 hourly candle. Not even FTX crash did we see the market wide flash like this. The last time I can remember is in October 2017 with China banning ICOs. So what we are doing from here? 1 trillion wipe out, 20 billion liquidated. You understand the reason why right now. Just because of 2 tweets of Donald Trump. That's it. 2 tweets caused the markets to flush. Now, because there was not a single indicator showing that the bull market is over, that this was the end of it, not even single one of them shown that. It can mean one thing, that it is a dip. It is a dip that you can be buying right now, if of course you have cash on the side and you can take advantage of the opportunity. I mean, when the market shows you, when the market dumps like that, if you're unable to catch some of the coins at the lows, well, couple of thoughts for you, okay? After a crash like that, it can happen that we might bleed out, again, revisit these levels. For Ethereum is $3,300. It can happen and then chop here and then boom, go up. Another scenario is that if Bitcoin holds and is gonna start moving up, Ethereum can actually revive back to these levels. Likelihood of that is less, much less. It's more likely we're gonna chop for a little bit, going sideways, going down, but not a crazy V-shaped recovery, although it's possible, but you know, time will tell. When we see a crash like that in Ethereum in February, you can see it over this candle over here. Well, that was a nice pin bar candle on the day, but the market didn't go up from 2,900 and above. It actually felt lower and it chopped from 3rd of February to 25 of February. It chopped for several weeks and then it actually crashed and went lower. It would surprise me very much if this will be the situation. If the market will just tank from here and that will be the top. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4 times it attempted to break the $4,700 just recently and couldn't do it. Well, basically, right now, it can happen. That for the 5th time, the more times we're going to attempt to break it, the more likelihood that we can go. So, can Ethereum still go to $5,500? Absolutely. Absolutely. I think there was a very big shakeout. People that got leveraged longs, they got wiped out. Everybody got wiped out. Almost everybody. Almost $20 billion in liquidations got wiped out. Those that were holding spot in quality coins, well, they're down on the spot, but they are not wiped out. We can recover from here. You gotta be patient. And looking over the monthly, okay, we're still good. We're just retesting these levels on the monthly. We're just retesting these levels, so it is absolutely fine. So we can go up from here. And don't forget that poly market, the Fed decision in October, okay, that there is 95% chance that there's going to be interest rate cuts. There's going to be liquidity flow into the market. So we still can finish the months very on a bullish note. Of course, people that got wrecked, it can be an epic buying opportunity for you to buy the dip. Those who are playing with leverage, if you get wiped out, if you get liquidated, well, that sucks. That sucks, that hurts. The market can be unfair. Today was one of those days. The market was totally unfair. Some of the coins went down 90%, 80%. Of course, even with small leverage, you can get wiped out if you're not careful. And some even stop losses didn't get triggered because the market was moving so fast. So I feel you, but you can recover. Don't give up. It's not a time to give up. It's time to pay even closer attention, because after moves like this, we can see some epic moves coming. The volatility can come back, and the market can come back, and it can come back very fast. So that's my take on it. In a nutshell, we did see a manipulation with 2 tweets, Donald Trump, all of these tactics, all of these negotiations, and one insider got profited $200 million on a flash crash. But the market structure overall, because it did close above this trend line, I do not see that the market structure got broken. So we can easily go up from here. Let's take a watch and see what happens in the market. If you want to be more cautious, then don't do anything right now. Wait a little bit for the dust to settle. Wait to see if we're gonna have one more leg to the downside here for the altcoins, and see how today is gonna close. There is no need to, at this point, to rush. Okay, if you was not able to catch during this crash, big crash, then there is no reason to rush right now. Where right now the dust is settling, it's going sideways, and you know, it's still, the after effects are gonna be felt and likely to be felt for some days following this flash crash. Okay, so there's no reason to be rushing. Okay, but be on the alert, because I don't think the market has topped out, that we are going to prolong bear markets. We still have some fuel in the tank for this crypto market, for the alt season, for all of these things has not really happened yet. So let's be optimistic on that. When you see the Bitcoin dominance drop, basically, this 15 minutes, let's see, yeah, when we drop to 50, 40, like this is the alt season that we are gonna be like drooling over here. So anyways, that's what I want to share with you today. It was a quick message. Don't get bummed down. Everything is gonna be just fine in the market. Okay, you can make it all back. If you're sitting on altcoin spot backs in a loss, then wait it out. The market is gonna come back in high likelihood. Okay, and if you get wiped out on the liquidation, remember, you're not alone. It was the single biggest, largest liquidation in the history of the crypto markets. Close to $20 billion got liquidated, and you can recover from there. Just don't give up, don't lose hope, and on crypto. It is a technology, right? If you use leverage, use it wisely, use it. Do not go all in, do not go over the leverage, okay? Be smart, know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, take some courses on that or stay away from it altogether. Just play with spot and you will not have such huge weeks liquidating you, causing you to wreckage in your financial life, okay, or trade on a very small part of your portfolio. Signing off, wishing you a blessed Saturday and more good news hopefully coming soon.